What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm MoedotJ and we are locked in. We have a new TV series that was actually recommended to me called Grand Crew. Now it comes on NBC's Peacock streaming service. And if it's a comedy, you know I got to jump into it. Also, if it's an action, I need to jump into it. Well, this here is specifically a comedy. And what makes it even better is we don't have any shows dedicated strictly to the black men. And this one, I figured, you know what? Let me jump in on this because my crew is somewhat similar to this, and I'll break that down in the show. But before we go into the details of what the show is about, shout out to the notification gang. If you're new to the channel, you want to be a part of it, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Hit that like button. It's the easiest thing you can do. Now, here's the description of the show. Some friends always find the humor in career moves, dating and drama, and more that they live their best lives as young black professionals in LA. The crew consists of Noah, a hopeless romantic in too much of a hurry to settle down, his sister Nicky, who lives her life to the fullest, Sherm, an unexpected genius who plays the dating odds, Anthony, a finance guy who's all about his career, and Wyatt, who's happy to be married and out of the dating scene. So this is something similar to a lot of what us young black men are living with now, especially with our crew. So let's jump into it. This is episode 1 of Grand Crew. We start the episode off and they're giving us a description of black men that they're more than what you normally think stereotypically. Now, we care, we love, we laugh, we have emotions, we got layers. As a black man, I understand this. Me personally, I have an outgoing personality, so people are like, okay, Mo is cool. But for my other brothers out there, they look at him and they're like, oh, look at these thugs. But there's more to us than that. A lot of us are actually well educated. And that's what this show is about, exploring what the black man goes through and all of our personality and characteristic traits, because we have a lot of them. We have the whole crew here. Noah, Sherm, Nicky over here. I'm going to show y'all her later. Wyatt and Anthony. Now, Nicky is Noah's little sister, and that's why she's with the crew. Because, you know, when you have a little sibling, you got to bring them around everywhere. But they're here and they're just talking about their everyday lives. And especially Noah, he thinks that he's ready to propose to a lady that he's only been with for a little bit. Now, Noah's girlfriend is the waitress, and they're like, okay, Sherm said, you got her kissing you on the job. That means she really feeling you. I see where this is going. So they're like, how long have you been with her? He's saying 4 months. They're like, oh, 4 months. You ain't been with her long enough to know if you want to marry her. Now, I know a lot of people say a man's going to know if he wants to marry a woman when he first sees her. That is true. But also, I could see a very attractive woman and got a good personality. Oh, I'm a marry her. It doesn't mean I'm a marry her within the first 6 months. And especially for them knowing Noah. Hey, Noah, you need to chill, bro. We know your decision making when it comes to women. Now, this is Sherm and this is his sister, Nicky. And they're saying, Nicky said he's been like this since they were young. On Halloween, he would dress up as a loving, caring husband. Like, who the hell dresses up like that as a kid? But they're all saying, hey, Noah, just chill a little bit. And Sherm called it out. He said, that's because you are sprung. You were like a trampoline out here. Now, this is Anthony on the left and this is Wyatt. And they're listening to Nicky. He's like, I don't want to talk about sex in front of my sister. She's like, listen. Y'all need a female's perspective. That's why I'm part of the crew. And she has a Tinder date. And she's talking about, it's going to get hot and sexy tonight. Hopefully, if the date goes well. Now, Wyatt, he's the married guy. And he says, I love my queen. He's saying, hey, Noah, remember, you got to, if you get married, me and you could be buddies. You know what I'm saying? You could be my bridal partner. You got one of those in everybody's crew. In mine, it's my boy Josh. Shout out to Josh. He's the first one to get married in the crew. Or was he the second? I don't know, but we all have one. And that's no shot at my dog Josh because he know that's my brother. So y'all get it right. Now, later on that night, Noah's at home with his girlfriend. He's texting the group chat. Hey, guys, I'm about to try to get her ring size. Oh, and we just had sex. What this fool Noah is about to do is try to get a tape measure, put it around her finger while she sleeps to get her ring size. Not go look at any of her other rings. He's about to try to physically measure her ring finger. Now, Anthony and Sherm, they at the house. I don't know if they're roommates or not, but they do share Netflix. But they're only sharing one Netflix account. Someone needs to tell them, hey, you can make another profile on there. Because Sherm is talking about, man, I've been watching all these Japanese shows. He over here working out. Ooh, this show's good. No, this show's good. Ooh, let me tell you, this one is better. But Anthony's like, hey, bro, get your own Netflix, man. Y'all know how it is. Someone uses your Netflix and now you got shows. You're like, man, I don't watch this. What is this crap? Nicky meets up with her Tinder date, and he shows up in a suit. I'm like, okay, well-dressed gentleman. Looks like they had a cigar lounge, maybe a little bourbon lounge or something like that. And he's talking about, yeah, I work at a hedge fund. You already know what she's trying to do. She's trying to get him in her drawers by the end of the night. But he's talking about, yeah, man, the economy's all messed up because of Obama. And she's looking at him like, what? You remember I told you he was going to try to measure her finger with measuring tape? Well, she woke up, sprayed him in the face with some mace, pulled a knife out. He's like, whoa, it's Noah. It's Noah. And I was just trying to get your ring size to get you a ring. Will you marry me? She looked him in the eye and said, nope. Mind you, she got this knife in her hand too. Like, damn. Nicky and Noah, the two ends, both non-successful. Now she got to go back to the crew and tell them, I don't know about this guy I went on a date with. He said the economy was messed up because of Obama. Now, you know how black folks are. They don't blame nothing on Obama. I don't have no personal beef with Obama, but let me give you a little detailed story. In 2008, I was working with the Department of Interior. Our contract was coming up. Obama got elected. I voted for him. May of 2009, I got laid off because he didn't extend our contract and I lost my job, made me join the military. So Obama, that's the only gripe I got with you. But they're trying to figure out, is he white or is he a black guy? I rock with Obama, just to make that clear. I just had to, get that off my chest. Noah shows up, and mind you, they're at a different bar because you remember Noah's girlfriend, she just told him no, that she wouldn't marry him, and she worked at Dolly Pictures. Now he shows up. Hey guys, how y'all going? Oh, you got a tequila neat? Must be a good drink. They're like, it's a tequila neat. They just poured it in the shot glass. Now Sherm, he catches on because this is his boy. He knows how Noah's acting. He's like, uh-oh, Noah must have broke up because he's acting real nice. Now Sherm talking about this is all bad. Break up Noah. No one wants to be around him. Because we already know how he's about to act. He's about to get in his feelings. And that's the thing about being around your boys. They know how you are. They're like your brothers. So that's why when you hear guys saying, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my boys, it's because they're like family. We're close. We don't really argue about much. If we do, we get over it quickly. But we know each other. So it's different than how female relationships are, how they getting catty with each other. And they usually argue and end up not being friends. Men, we're like brothers. That's just the brotherhood that we have. But they don't want to be around Noah. And we know how it can get when a guy breaks up. Hey, bro, you got to get up out of that feeling, man. We about to go hit the streets. Sherm and Anthony are roommates. And Sherm is trying to get some sleep. But Anthony's in here like, nah, I got to do some work. He got some sympathy music playing. He's like, hey, bro, I'm trying to get some sleep, man. Turn that shit down a little bit. He talking about this the only way I can get work done. That's how me and my brother were. He likes it cold because he lived in Guam. I lived in Germany. I like it a little bit warmer. But, it's just a little argument. And Anthony's like, all right, my bad. I'll turn it down a little bit. Oh, I got some toilet paper. It's only one ply, though, because it was on sale. Sure, I'm talking about, man, I like the quilted. You know what I'm saying? I like some density to my toilet paper. I'm about to wipe my butt with some cardboard. Just a little disagreement. Now, Wyatt is checking up on his boy Noah because he knows, hey, heartbreak it's one of the worst things that can happen. Now, we got to remember, Wyatt is the married one out of the crew. So he's just telling them, well, look, you can still be my bridal partner. Show up. I'm going to run by a couple of names for you for some events that we're doing. And Noah, at this point, he's like, yeah, it is what it is. Alicia, she broke up with him. Now, everywhere Noah goes and everything he does, he sees his ex. He was an old lady sitting at the bench eating a Subway sandwich. He's like, oh, there go my baby. Turn out an old lady. He sees his bae over here on the on the exercise bike. Turns out it's just a white man. Yeah, see, he too far gone. I ain't never looked at no white man and thought, oh man, that was my ex. Yeah, Noah's on some other stuff right now, people. Bruh is wilding out for real. You know the little dancer things that be doing this, the little balloons? He looked over and thought this was her too. My boy Noah is hurt. He is hurt. Noah's really going through it. He sent the text to his ex, Alicia. I miss you so much. Crazy thing is my ex-wife name is Alicia too. And they got that Michael Bolton song playing. Now tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? My boy is super hurt, man. I ain't go out like that though, people, on everything. Now it's the anniversary party for Wyatt and his wife. And he's talking about how good his woman is to him. His wife is the smartest, kindest, nicest person you could ever meet. And you could tell that these two, they've been together for a while because they looking at each other and you got that champagne flowing. They talking about, ooh. They looking at each other like, oh, my bad. I love you. I want that kind of black love. Ain't had it in years. Now, Wyatt's wife is telling Noah, look, I heard that you broke up. There's some baddies here. She got some nice looking friends. You should stay here. Now, Noah initially said, I'm going to go ahead and leave up out of here. But Sherm was like, oh, he leaving? Okay, cool. He's scared. But Noah's like, you know what? I'm actually going to stay. Now, I don't attend weddings often, but when I do, there are some lovely women there. And I like to make myself acquainted with them. You know what I'm saying? And Noah took a page out of Mo's book. I'm talking about he went to work. That's all you got to do. Start introducing yourself. And another thing, gentlemen, if you get turned down, who cares? There's always another woman. Usually what I do is go for the best looking woman. If she turns me down, that means it's going to be a good night. If I get her number, it's a win. If I get turned down, I already got turned down by the best looking in here. So it's only up and up from here. Noah is on it. I'm talking about he's going to each individual woman. Hey, I'm Noah. Oh, you like kisses? Oh, my bad. She like, excuse me? Yeah, get it, Noah. Noah on it. And you know the whole crew is watching. Like, let's see what Noah's doing. But when they look at him, since he winning, I ain't see nothing. Noah, you doing your thing, brother. We got Anthony and Sherm out there arguing about nonsense. But inside, Noah is making moves. I'm talking about, okay, you got a nice one on you. They get to kissing and stuff. Now, that's something I would do when I was like in the 20s. But as a 30-something-year-old, I ain't doing that no more. Noah leaves with this amazing woman, and it's about that time to get it on. She talking about, you want to leave? He said, yeah. They get dropped off. Got to get that Uber if you've been drinking. And he gets a FaceTime from Alicia. He talking about, I got to take this. I got to go. Noah, if you don't get your butt back over there with this young lady and make it happen and then worry about Alicia, she already told you no. Noah. One thing we don't do is lie to the crew. So he shows up to the new bar because they've been looking for a different bar since Alicia works at the old one. Now he gets there. They're like, cut the crap. We want to know, how did your date go last night? Did you put some miles on that mattress? He's like, yeah, I did that. You know what I'm saying? The true gentleman doesn't kiss and tell, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it respectable. And I'm going to see her next week. And Wyatt's like, my wife says she's going out of town next week. So now they're catching him up in this lie. Long story short, they called him out on his BS. And that's what I was saying earlier. Men, we know when our homeboy is lying because we've been around him enough and we know. And they're like, you hooked up with somebody. It just wasn't her. He was like, yeah, it was Alicia. Okay, we're good. We're going to do this casual dating thing. Damn, Noah. Anthony and Sherm, they get into it again. Sherm's taking forever to do something. Sherm is mad at Anthony for buying one ply. So, you know, we got to tussle a little bit. It don't mean nothing. We just got to get rid of that anger that we have. So they do a little slap boxing. And if you aren't familiar with slap boxing, you got to have some tough skin because getting slapped hurts more than getting punched. I'm talking about a slap. That shit'll make you cry. But it's just slap boxing. No gut shots. Just slap each other in the face. Now, after the slap boxing, they actually sit down and they start talking to each other. Now, Noah went to school at UCLA with Anthony, but he knew Sherm from back at home. So Sherm was like, I was excited to, be a roommate to somebody, no one knew and went to school with. Now, Sherm didn't go to college, but he had a 1580 and they used to call him Bubbles because he filled in the right answers. And right now they're going over their differences. And Anthony is saying, yeah, I do like my white collar job, but that doesn't make me less black than you. Mind you, I had a job in the military. I'm a well-educated guy. I got my bachelor's. I finished my master's in like 2 months. But I had a job, bioenvironmental engineering. I was the only black guy in a shop of 21 people. Now, you had to have a lot of math to be able to go through that. So I know a few things. But these two, they're seeing their differences and they're coming together like, man, all that doesn't mean nothing. Because, we living together right now and we homeboys. That's what is more important, that brotherhood that we have in bond. And they squash it. Just because somebody has a degree in our, in our crew, it doesn't mean that someone is less than them. We all have our attributes that we bring together, which makes us work, which keeps the crew together. You know what I'm saying? Even though I might be the smartest in the group. Don't let them know. Now, Nicky went back over there with her Tinder date to see if it was just that night. He just said something about Obama, but it wasn't serious. Now, when she gets in there, he's giving her a massage on the back. She look around. This fool, he got books by Ben Carson. Yeah, the housing development guy or whatever the hell his job was. He has a Republican elephant over here. She looking around like, oh no, I got to get up out of this house. And then the icing on the cake, a picture with George Bush. Now, George Bush ain't that bad. Now, I cut him some slack on that. George Bush wasn't that bad. Noah is actually in the best situation he can be in. Him and Alicia, they're having sex. You know, she's probably messing with just one guy. There are some women that probably have 3 or 4 of them. But Noah's like, okay, well, since we're doing this casual thing, I'll be seeing other women and maybe kissing and having sex with. But this is a good situation here, because if Alicia didn't want to marry you, then fine, that isn't the one for you. You can still continue your life, but you can still, you know what I'm saying, be intimate with her. But she's trying to get up out this house because that means she got somewhere else to go. Hopefully she takes a shower before she goes lay up with another dude. Noah comes clean and he tells him that I told Alicia, this is whack. I don't want to be dealing with multiple women. I like you. This is what I want. And you hear Nicky talking about, oh, okay, is that because of when mom passed and dad, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get all these experiences. He's like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to keep it 100. So they toast and they all get to know a little bit more about each other. There you go, episode 1 of Grand Crew. Let me know, fellas, if you have a crew like this, who in your group would be Noah, Wyatt, Sherm, or Anthony? Let me know. And ladies, I'm sure you guys have groups that are just like this. One person that's just in love and you're like, hey man, chill out a little bit. But let me know what you guys think. I think it's a dope concept of the show. That's only episode 1, the pilot. I'm MoedotJ. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.